Hi, everybody. Welcome to Financial Crimes 1. This is Professor Dunaway. I'm so excited to get this course kicked off tomorrow. I'm posting this on Sunday, July 7th, so our official first day is tomorrow, July 8th, so welcome. I know that you've probably seen Dr. Monroe has already posted welcoming you to the class. He's been doing this class several times, and I think for the most part, I've been doing them right along with him for the last several offerings. So we're both, as he mentioned, very excited to teach this course to you all. In my opinion, it's one of the better courses. It's just interesting. It's kind of, one of the aspects of my day-to-day job. So I find it extremely interesting to teach the subject matter and to introduce you guys to the material and help you through it. So it's going to be a great term. I looked through the course list of students, and it looks like there's several familiar faces, for lack of a better term, several familiar people. So welcome to you all. And for those who have not had me before, I'm excited to work with you. So I do post these videos weekly. I usually try to do it over the weekend, depending on what's going on, Saturday or Sunday. If the weekend gets away from me, then I will for sure try to post it on Monday. But I usually try to do it before the week begins and gets too hectic. Um, what I discuss, you are responsible for what's in these videos. They're only a few minutes, so it's very important that you that you listen to them. Um, there's been a few times in a few courses where I made an announcement in the video and students didn't hear it, and then they didn't know, and it had an impact. So please take a few minutes each week to listen to this or watch this. I will again make announcements. I'll give you reminders, and then I also kind of go over, where we've been the previous week, where we're going in the coming week, and then where we'll be in the following week. So just sort of kind of helps keep everyone on track so that we're all on the same page. When it comes assignment time, if there's any important reminders about the assignments or sometimes, helpful hints if students are missing the same things, and I think it can help you for the next assignment. I'll try to go over stuff. Um, I usually wait until everyone's turned it in though, so that people aren't getting an unfair advantage if they haven't completed the current assignment. But so that's why these videos are helpful for if you've had me for a while, they may seem redundant and you're like, I know all this information already. But again, things could come up that I need to discuss with you. So it's best to just take a few minutes to listen. So the next thing, so where to begin in the course? So course roadmap, I have it up here on my screen, is the best place to begin. Here you'll see the discussion of the term dates are listed here, the syllabus, which you should all review. It's got some important information. Dr. Monroe's bio is here, information about myself. And then there's also a brief video introduction to Financial Crimes 1. So take a look at that before the week begins. The next place to go after you've reviewed the course roadmap is the discussion forum. And again, for those of you that have been on these courses for a while, you know that the discussion forum is a really important place. For an online course, when we don't have daily interactions with our peers, this is a good place to get to know each other, to share ideas, share thoughts. We all come from different backgrounds, different points in our career, different places geographically. So it's a great place to share information, share ideas, share thoughts. So we really want to see that going on here. The class is fairly small, so it makes it a bit more challenging. So we really hope that everyone is in there. Of course, you have to be in there weekly. It's part of your grade, but really keep some of the discussions going. So for this week, if you just want to look around, you want to also, if you can post here, you'll see the community forum. If you can post your social bio, it's just a great way for all of us to get to know each other. Just kind of give a little background about yourself. kind of like a resume, but more, again, socially centered. Likes, dislikes, hobbies. Again, just because we'll be with each other for the next 8 weeks. So if you can just post some information, that would be great. That would go here in the community forum. And then just want to also point out there's a link here, ask your peers, ask your instructor. So if a question comes to you throughout the course and you think that, I think the whole class could benefit from this answer, um, post it there. And then I try to check in. I know Dr. Monroe is very hands-on. He checks in as well. Um, but then sometimes your peers might see the question and they'll be like, I know this answer. So then they can chime in. So again, if there's a general question, if it's more specific about you or, you know, anything more specific that you don't think the whole class needs to read, then of course feel free to email me anytime. But if there's a general question, you can post that there. And then, of course, the discussion forum actual posts weeks 1 through 8. So each week you're responsible for posting your initial post by Wednesday evening at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. You'll see there's a prompt for each week of what we want you to discuss. You'll have your initial post and then your responses and replies to other students are due by Sunday evening of that week. Same time, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. In your comments and replies, you want to make sure you have multiple. If you don't have more than one, you will not receive full points for the week. And you want to make sure, for the most part, again, this is a smaller class, but when possible, that you're not only replying to other students, like their posts, but also their comments on your post. So if you can do both, that would be great. And again, you do need multiple posts each week or multiple comments and replies in order to receive full points. Also of note, there are no extensions for the discussion forum. So if you cannot meet the Monday or the Wednesday and or Sunday timeframes, you will lose points. Because we want this to be more of an ongoing interaction. That's why we don't allow for extensions, because we're hoping that you're in there on a regular basis, commenting, posting. So again, no extensions for the discussion forum. Okay, the next topic everyone cares about, grades. So your grades in this course are based on two things. They're based on the discussion forum posts I just went over. Maximum points in there are 25 points each week. There's 8 weeks, so 200 points for the discussion forum. And then there's 3 assignments. There is a benchmark assignment due at the end of week 3, which is July 28th. Then your second assignment is due at the end of week 6, which is August 18th. And then your final assignment is due at the end of week 8, which is September 1st. The first 2 assignments are worth 250 points each. And then your third assignment is worth 300 points. So that brings the course total for points at 1,000. So you'll see that there's a lot of points available in this course. So if you are a day late in your discussion forum posts, please still get in there and post, because we want your interaction, and you may only miss a point or two. So in the scheme of 1,000 points, it's not that much. So it's best to get in there and post. Extensions, the policy is in the syllabus, but as I mentioned, there's no extension for the discussion forum. However, for your benchmark assignments, for the first 2, you're able to get a 2-week, I can't talk today, a 1-week extension per the syllabus. So again, a 1-week extension. You must email me, however, prior to the due date. So for example, your first assignment is due, I just told you, no, I got to look back, Sunday, the 28th of July. So if you need an extension for that first assignment, you must email me by that Saturday, so the 27th, requesting your extension, and then I will get back to you saying, yes, it's been granted. Then you automatically get a 1-week extension. If you forget to email me and it's now Monday and you're like, oh, I didn't turn in my assignment, I'm still going to need a few days, please still email me, because what we can do is lock in your 10% late penalty. So then if you need a few extra days, it'll be locked in and it won't increase to 20%. So I can lock that in for a week. So it's always best to just be in communication with me regardless, because if I can remind you of these things, so that I don't like to see students miss points for things that are avoidable. So please just be in contact with me if you think you're not going to be able to get your assignment in. And obviously, the earlier, the better. And again, that's all discussed in the syllabus. And then, as I mentioned, no extensions for the discussion forum. And then there's no extensions for the third assignment because of the timing of the terms. They're just back to back. So we do not allow extensions for the final assignment, but the first two, you are able to get an extension for a week. Okay, office hours. So the office hours are listed. So if you go to modules, you'll see office hour schedule. They are optional. We do hold them each week. So Dr. Monroe is taking weeks 1 through 4. He will be holding his office hours Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if you have any questions, just want to say hello, he will be there. And then I will be doing the last 4 weeks of the course. Same time, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And this is another good reason why you should listen to these videos, because if for some reason we know in advance one of us needs to change our office hours time, because that does happen, things come up, we will post it, or I will put it in this announcement. But sometimes it's a last minute thing, and then I will actually just post an announcement to the course saying when the new office hours will be. So again, please pay attention to all the announcements. All right, that was a lot, but I think that's all the general kind of housekeeping stuff. If you have any questions about anything I've just gone over, please email me. I always say it's best to directly email my email address, which is both on the course website, or I'll give it to you right now. It's Dunawal, so DUNAWAL at tjsl.edu. And I only say it's better to do that than through Canvas, just because if I'm out and just have my phone and there's something that I can answer right away, it's so much easier for me just to be able to hit reply and get back to you right then. If you send it through Canvas, usually I wait till I get in front of my computer and then I log in and then I'll send it. So I just think it's better, it's easier to email me directly if you have a question, especially if you want a quicker response, because I usually tend to be quicker if it just goes to the Dunawal at tjsl.edu email address. As I mentioned, Dr. Monroe's contact info is also on our course website. I think it's right here. So if you go to modules and then click on his bio, his email, and he also has his phone number. He is, again, very hands-on. He is very involved in the course and he knows so much. So he's more than willing to answer questions also. So, for him, it's best if you have more subject matter or like the meat of the course, you can go through him. But if you have, if you need an extension, if you have questions on assignments or due dates, or just, more the nuts and bolts, it's best to come to me. But again, he and I work closely together. So if you've contacted the wrong person, we'll get the email to the right person. So don't stress about that. Okay, so that all being said, now we could kind of get into the subject matter. So I'll go back to modules and then you'll see weeks 1 through 8 laid out here. So week 1 is the introduction and overview of the course. The first attachment is a course topic outline. And then the second part here is the learning objectives. Those of you who have had me before know that I always suggest that you look at the objectives both the beginning of the week and the end of the week. The beginning kind of so you have in mind as you're going through the reading and the videos, what you need to pay attention for. And then at the end, kind of review to be like, oh yeah, I know that now. I remember reading that. So for week one, you will be learning, at the end of week one, you'll be able to discuss the purposes, strengths, and weaknesses of financial intelligence units. And then you'll also be able to analyze the range of financial crimes, both domestic and international. So that is week one. For the reading, you'll see that there's 3 attachments. Let me click into that. So you'll see the reading file or the reading link. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. That's the video. Let me go back. All right, let's try this again. So the reading for week one, you'll see that there's 3 attachments, so it's just these actual links down here. So you'll be going to the FinCEN site, and then also the Canadian FIU and the Australian FIU. So you'll see there's links. Basically, just go on there, read what they're about. There's several links once you open those that you can click into and just kind of get a feel for what they do. Just they're interesting places to go visit. So just go take a look at those. That's your reading for week one. And then Dr. Monroe has recorded 4 videos for you to take a look at. There's an intro to AML compliance, an introduction to terrorist financing, introduction to bribery and corruption, and then finally research skills and resources to fight financial crimes. So that is week one. And then just looking ahead, week two, we'll be learning about money laundering part A, and then obviously week 3 will be the money laundering part B. All right, so there we have week one. So just to, again, a brief synopsis of what you got to do for this week. So to begin with, you want to go and review the course roadmap and the introduction to the course, review the syllabus, review all the information there. You want to go into the discussion forum, go to the community forum, and then post your social bio so you can all get to know each other. Then you also want to post in the discussion forum for week one. You want to do your initial post by Wednesday evening, and then your replies and comments by next Sunday. And then you want to do the reading, the 3 websites I showed you. You want to click into those and take a look. Then watch the 4 videos that Dr. Monroe has put together for you. And then finally, optional office hours, again, are with Dr. Monroe, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And to get into office hours, you'll see at the top here, once you're in our course. So you click on, and I kind of didn't go over this, but to get into the meat of everything, you click on modules for the course, and then you'll click on join weekly office hours. And there's the link. So right there. So I think that's everything. And then just looking ahead, first assignment is due again end of week 3 or July 28th. So again, we're very excited for this course. Email either of us, as I mentioned. Dr. Monroe's, I showed you where his was. Go to modules. Go to modules. Go to his bio, Professor Monroe's bio, and his contact information is there. Mine, again, denawal@tjsl.edu. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us. And I think that's it. So I hope you all have a great week one. If I do not hear from you beforehand, I will be in touch next weekend. So I hope you all have a great week. Thanks, everybody.